Good afternoon. I was going to say, good afternoon. Do I have to do this again? Jeez. Thank you all for being here today. Sorry we're a little late. We're on student standard time here in Chicago, so that always puts us a few minutes after the hour. But we're delighted, and I hope that nobody has an early dinner reservation this evening. There are extra chairs there. Can I ask everybody to raise a hand who's sitting next to an empty chair? Okay, so anybody who needs to sit down, there's plenty of chairs here. You can get another one if you'd like, but there's plenty right up here up front and scattered throughout the auditorium. My name is Reed Kroloff, and I'm the Dean of the College of Architecture here at Illinois Institute of Technology, and I want to welcome all of the parents and friends here from out of town, but also especially I want to welcome our students, our staff, and our faculty who are all here to celebrate our graduates and even returning friends. I think I see Mark Osorio in the, don't I see Mark somewhere? Yeah, I do. Wow, amazing. So we've got a lot of friends with us today, as well as folks who are here for the first time. Can I see a show of hands for those who are in Crown Hall for the first time? Oh, well, this is an experienced group. Good. Welcome back, everybody. That's great. For those of you who haven't been here before, I want to welcome you to our National Historic Landmark building. It was built, it opened in 1958. It was built as the architecture school by the architect of most of the buildings on our campus, and certainly the master plan of our campus, Mies van der Rohe. And many think that this is the finest building he ever built. For those of you who are parents, that means your students have had the opportunity to go to school in one of the most important buildings of the last 200 or 300 years. And it's always been the architecture school, and to our knowledge, it will always be the architecture school. No matter what your discipline, whether it's architecture or landscape architecture, planning or design, and some other discipline over the years, we've all shared this great resource and this great facility, and it's helped create the atmosphere necessary to produce the work that you see all around you. And I want to invite all of the parents and friends who are here and haven't been here before to make sure that you take some time at the end of our awards ceremony to wander through Crown Hall. Both upper and lower levels are full of student work, hundreds of projects actually that represent a wonderful summary of the output of our students during this academic year. It's all labeled by year and by project, so I think everybody should get a good sense of a little bit of what it means to have been a student here, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in my closing remarks, which will take a couple of hours, so I want everybody to be really comfortable for that now. But what we're going to start with, the program of the afternoon, is an award ceremony to recognize a number of students who have done outstanding work while they were here. Awards programs are always wonderful. It is always great to say to someone, you've done a terrific job. Not everybody wins awards. And I want to say that everybody who's been a student here has been extraordinary. Even if they're not being singled out for something tonight, I think you'll see when you look around the room, we are a very fortunate institution to have with us such an exceptional group of students. And for those of you who are here to receive an award tonight, terrific. Congratulations to you for going above and beyond what is already an exceptionally high bar just to be a student at this school, and then to finish a program which, as you'll hear in a little while, is long and arduous. So congratulations to everybody before we get started. And now we will get started, which is to tell you that every year the College of Architecture runs an award program that honors outstanding student work from across studios and all of our degree programs. And we have quite a number of degree programs here in the college. Nominated by the faculty, the winners are determined by a panel of external jurors, people that we invite in from around Chicago who are not members of our faculty and not traditionally people here working in the school. So they're seeing this work with fresh eyes, and they're able to bring their own professional standards to it as they go through that process. They were all here just this week I believe on Tuesday, going through the awards, looking at dozens and dozens of projects to come up with the final list. And I'd like to spend a minute telling you who they are and thanking people. First of all, Nicole Ashurian from Booth Hansen Architects, Margaret Kavanaugh from Perkins and Will, Firat Erdim from Iowa State University, Laura Edegui from Studio Gang, Chandra Goldsmith Gray from Chandra Goldsmith Gray Landscape Architects, Shana Hosey from Architecture for Public Benefit and the University of Chicago, Sarah Lundgren at K&S Partners, Connor O'Shea from Hinterlands, Ann Thompson from Related Midwest, Anka Trandaferiscu from the University of Michigan, and Dan Wheeler from Wheeler Kearns. So can we have a little round of applause for them? Those folks gave us almost their entire day, and that's without any compensation. They just come and do this as a friend of the school. So thank you very much. We're now going to honor the recipients of the awards program. If your name is called for an award and you are in attendance tonight, please come forward if you would like and take a congratulatory photo. There will also be opportunities for photos with our program directors and faculty. Can I have the faculty and program directors raise their hands wherever you are in the audience? That includes you, Frank and Catherine. Yep, all around the room. So students, just so you know everybody's here, we have got a good representation from the faculty. Following the announcement of the awards, we'll hear remarks from from graduating students, two at the graduate level, one at who will share remarks, and one at the undergraduate level, and then I'll give a little talk, and all of us will speak about our experience here in the college, and we'll conclude with that message to the graduating class, and then we'll welcome you to have a little more food, have a little more punch, bug juice, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. And so now I'm going to recognize awards given to our Bachelor of Architecture students. I'm going to start the awards distribution, and then you'll hear from a number of other faculty as we go along. So we'll start with the Samuel Horwitz Memorial Scholarship and the Dwight T. Black Memorial Scholarship. These are tuition scholarships awarded to BARC students completing their first through fourth years of study. So not everybody here is graduating. Whose studio projects demonstrate outstanding merit. Students are nominated by their faculty and selected by the jury that I just mentioned. And this year's recipients are, we have two honorees for the first year for the Samuel Horwitz Award, and those are Eli Dicken and Rena Nguyen. Are you guys here? No? All right. Second year. The Horwitz Scholarship, honorable mention, Eva Navarti. Eva, are you here? No? Eva? Other honorable mention, Sophia Valle-Zakem. And the second year awards recipient, Angelo Vanzito. Third year, Dwight T. Black recipient, Emiliano Godinez Scroggins. Emiliano? Fourth year Dwight Black honorable mention, Marcelino Villegas and Peyton Wade. Fourth year Dwight Black recipient, Casey Kowalski and Nathan Coleman. And fourth year Dwight T. Black recipient, Natalie Curie-Sayeg and Allison Murray. Congratulations to all of you. And now I'd like to welcome Professor Martin Felsen, who's the Associate Dean for Graduate Studies, to give awards for our Master of Architecture program. We'll also have awards for several of our other programs, and the people who are here giving out, each one will introduce the next group. So I won't keep coming back up till the end of the program. Okay. Even though I know you want me to.
Okay, thank you, Reed. Okay, so I'm here to announce awards. The following awards: the Gerald and Ruth Wheel-Lobel Scholarship, Nagel Hartray Scholarship, and the Brothers Finfer Scholarships are tuition scholarships awarded and nominated MArch students completing their first or second year of grad study whose studio projects demonstrate outstanding merit. Students are nominated by their faculty and selected by the awards jury. This year's recipients for the Nagel Hartray Scholarship is from the first year of the MArch studio, Solomon Bass. Okay, congratulations. Our students, yeah, students, please come up. Solomon, I know you've been asking for an advising meeting. This is it, right here. Is there a photographer, though? Everyone, quick. All right, congratulations. There you go, there you go. Do we have a photographer? Should I, selfies? We could do selfies. All right, let me get my phone out. Okay. All right, well, come up for a handshake. How about that? That's something. And an advising meeting, which is what Solomon just got in an award in addition to the award. All right. From the second year MArch studio, the Gerald and Ruth Weil Lobel Scholarship recipients, Avanisha Samudrala, Jae-Hook Sun, and Janis Wegner for their project Interfaces with Professor Elva Rubio for the Fall Studio 2025. Okay. All right. The Brothers Finfer Scholarship recipients, Elizabeth Engel, Jalen Haynes, and Martuza Mohammed for their project Interlocking with Professor Tom Brock, spring 2026. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job. All right. The next few awards will be primarily for our graduating students, so they will probably be here. The George Danforth Traveling Fellowship and the Gerald Lobel Traveling Fellowship are awarded to students for their outstanding projects in the Advanced Option Studios, and that includes the fifth year B-Arch students and the final year M-Arch students, plus the MLA students, MLA plus U students, sorry, as well as students in our specialized master's program, the Master of Tall Building and Vertical Urbanism Studio, the MS Arch Studio, and the High Performance Building Studio. Okay, these all are travel supported for travel and study, and to further enhance their education. Students were nominated by their studio professors and selected by this year's jury. Okay, honorable mention for the Gerald Lobel Traveling Prize is awarded to Colin Fialkowitz and Maria Plenser for their project Lake Meadows Prairie Museum. Okay. They're here? Come on up. Come on, come on. Okay, Colin and Maria. Good job. Very good job. Thank you. Thank you. Over here. Oh, we have faculty. Here we go. All right. A bank of photographers is waiting for the next set of students. This year's recipient for the Gerald Lobel Traveling Prize is Dian Fat Chuang, Tony. It's Tony here, and Josh Palmer. Oh, there, okay, there you go. Hey, good job. Good job. Yeah, over there. Oh. Thank you. All right, an honorable mention for the George Danforth Fellowship is awarded to Stephen Cruz and Swan Toon for their project Fabric Meets Form. All right, thank you. All right, an honorable mention for the George Danforth Fellowship is awarded to Ivana Mora and Tao Vo. Their project, Sonata. They are here, yes. Come on up. All right, welcome, warm welcome. Congratulations, congratulations. Okay, we're gonna look over here, there you go. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have more honorable mentions for the George Danforth Fellowship. All right. What? Okay. Is it? Am I missing a page here? Okay. I might be missing a page. Oh,
Recipients.
okay.
You got it?
Okay, yes, missing a little bit, no problem. All right. The font has shrunk on me by half, so gonna do this the old-fashioned way of actually reading. All right, this year's recipients of George Danforth Traveling Fellowship are Ivana Mora and Hassan Perez for their project Hakanawa, Little Tokyo Superstore. Okay, Ivana. Congrats, congrats. All right, thank you. All right, next up is Omar Rodriguez, Alicia Mitchum, and Kyle Johnson for their project Ritmo del Fuego. Not here? Okay, moving on. One more project, Bridget Ann Galv, Andreas Lanes, and Hai Trong. For their project, Tal Park Cultural. Okay. Anybody want to fess up to winning an award? Okay, very good. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to hand this over to Professor Leslie Johnson, teaching professor and director of the Bachelor of Architecture program. She's going to now announce the nominations for External Organization Awards.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations to the winners. I get to be a fly on the wall for the process because I assemble and organize the day, and I just want to say generally that the external jurors are always excited about work, but they were really excited about the work this year. So kudos to everyone who was nominated, and even if you didn't win an award, your work was noticed. So please take that home. I am here to announce some external awards. So from the various nominees from faculty and some of the winners, we, the College of Architecture at IIT, get to nominate a handful of students and projects to a couple of really significant local awards. One is the Schiff Foundation Fellowship for Architecture, which is administered by the Department of Architecture and Design at the Art Institute of Chicago. This award recognizes the work of young, talented architects, and the $15,000 no strings attached prize is awarded to a winning project of exceptional merit that is the work of graduates or undergraduates in their final year of study in architecture, submitting either as individuals or in groups from a selection of projects nominated by the faculty at IIT, SAIC, or UIC. And I just want to say, as someone who's had students win this or be honorably mentioned in the last few years, we always have to win. That's what I think. So I'm also here to tell the nominees that please come to me. I would like to help you with your portfolio submittal for these awards as well. So, and our winners, or our nominees, excuse me, from the College of Architecture for 2026 are the following. And please bear with me as I read all of them. Fabric Meets Form by Stephen Cruz and Swan Tun. Sonata by Ivana Mora and Tao Vo. Tahi Park Cultural by Brigitte Anna Galva, Andres Lanes, and Hai Trong. Northerly Island Bathhouse by Fernanda Alcantara and Nicholas Papas. And Some Assembly Required by Julia Bucci. Congratulations to all of you. The AIA Chicago Foundation, Chicago Award in Architecture, is a juried competition recognizing outstanding student work completed during the most recent academic year. Students submit either as individuals or in groups from a selection of projects nominated by their faculty at Chicago area schools of architecture with professional degree programs, so including IIT. And the 2026 nominees from the IIT College of Architecture are, in Category 1, which is first and second year undergraduate architecture students, our nominees are Rina Nguyen, Angelo Vanzito, and Sofia Del Valle Zakhem. Congratulations. In Category 2, which is from our third, fourth, and fifth year BARC years, the nominees are Emiliano Godnes Grogens for his project Urban Nest, Marcelino Villegas and Peyton Wade for their project The Armature, and Ivana Mora and Tavo for their project Sonata. Congratulations. And in Category 3, which is from our graduate students enrolled in NAAB accredited programs, two nominees, that would be the same ones that won some awards a little earlier, Elizabeth Engel, Jalen Haynes, and Murtuza Mohammed for their project Interlocking, and Avanisha Samudrala and Yanis Wegner for their project Interfaces. I guess if your project starts with inter, you'll win this year. So congratulations to all of you. Like I said, your work is not done. You will need to submit in the next few weeks. And the nominees, all of these nominees will be contacted, both for the SCHIF and the AIA Chicago will be contacted with some further details on that. Good luck to you all. And like I said, your professors and me specifically would be happy to help you with those submittals. And now I'm going to introduce for the next run of awards, Maria Villalobos, Associate Professor and Director of our Master in Landscape Architecture and Urbanism program, who will now recognize this year's MLA Plus U awards. Maria.
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to recognize our graduates. Congratulations to you all. I'll begin with the Cadwell Medal. Is given to the first-year MLA student who exemplifies the commitment and convictions of the role of landscape architects in cities that distinguish Alfred Cadwell Public Landscapes of Democracy. This year, the Cadwell Medal is given to Jas Nilesh Lokan. The Landscape Architecture Book Award in History, Theory, and Criticism recognizes scholarship achievement by a landscape architecture student as selected by the landscape architecture faculty. This year, Fabian Perez received the award. We will accept on his behalf. The third year, we are honored to award the Driehaus. This year, we are honored to award the Richard Driehaus Foundation Scholarship to a Master in Landscape Architecture and Urbanism. This tuition scholarship, open to continuing landscape architecture graduate students, is awarded this year to Elio Armas Rojo, Matthew Arenas, and Tyron Randall. If you're here, please step forward. We'll accept in your behalf. The Hilbert Simon Medal is awarded to a second-year MLA student who excels in critical thinking in city and regional planning and design. qualities that distinguish Ludwig Hilberseimer's career and work. This year, Hilberseimer Medal goes to Brianna Henderson. Next, this year, Lirio's Summer Fellowship goes to Josh. Come back in here. Hey, Josh Neelish. There he is. You get double flowers.
Make the balloon pop again.
Now, the MLA Faculty Award on Outstanding Contribution to Community Service this year goes to Elio Armas Rojo for his contribution as a student leader and editor-in-chief of Tech News. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. The MLA faculty also recognize Ellie Michaels and Leo Gonzalez for their contribution in building a studio culture in the first and second year studios. If you're here, please stay forward. Where is Leo? Here, okay. All right, we'll continue. In Illinois, at the regional level, this year, the MLA plus U at Illinois Tech swept all graduate awards by the Illinois ASLA. That's awesome. 2 projects from our students were selected for awards by the Illinois American Association of Landscape Architects. An honor award, merit and went to Trees Alive, led by Professor Henderson, and the honor award to Julian Stanfield in the project led by Professor Mistry. If you're here, please stand forward with your professors. They're all getting melt. Fiona, we saw you early. Here she is. Congratulations. More awards. Stay over here, Julian. Awards of honor or merit are given to graduating Master of Landscape Architecture students as nominated by the Landscape Architecture faculty. This year, our jury of the Illinois ASLA leadership selected the following graduates. For award merit, Julian Stanfield. He's gonna take this whole bouquet home. Mom? And for the honor award, our dearest Omar Rodriguez. Somebody send Omar a picture. Nationally, the movement of our program moving towards design justice is noticed and recognized. This year, the National Landscape Architecture Foundation Scholarship went to Tyrone Randall. The 2025 American Society of Landscape Architects National Honor Award for Students' Collaboration, we are a collective, goes to Trees Alive, and receiving the award on behalf of all the classmates in the class. Bayona, please come over. This year, we are going to make him stand one more time. Julian Stanfield is the Landscape Architecture Foundation Fellow. I told you, it's all yours. When they say, get your flowers, that's what we mean. Congratulations, my dear. The Landscape Architecture Foundation's Olmsted Scholar Program recognizes and supports students with exceptional leadership potential who use ideas, influence communication, service, and leadership to advance sustainable design and foster human and societal benefits. The Landscape Architecture Foundation has awarded the 2026 with the faculty University Olmsted Scholarship to graduate MLA and MArch student Eric Norwood. We know you're here, Eric. Olmsted. Congratulations. And I have one more to give away. It's the final award. And it's a great pleasure to announce that this year, the National Fountain Scholarship for the Council of Landscape Educators has also come home for the first time. This prestigious recognition honors students whose works demonstrate intellectual curiosity, leadership, and deep commitment to advancing the field of landscape architecture. We are proud to recognize Julian Steinfeld for these qualifications and for the promise his work holds for the future of our discipline. Mom, come over here, Mom. Julian's dedication to thoughtful inquiry, design excellence, and engagement with the pressing challenges shaping our landscapes today reflects the spirit of the Fountain Scholar Award. Please join me in congratulating Julian in this incredible award. And we wish him well as he moved to New York to study at Columbia University. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you for your courage, your talent, your care for one another, and your belief in a more just and a more beautiful world. Together, we will continue building bridges of knowledge, belonging, love for generations to come, and we can't wait to welcome all of you in the co-terminal +1, whatever you want to call it, is us. This coming August. Now, I love to bring over Kim Sauce, Director of the GRC and Architecture Librarian, who will now present the Graham Resources Center Book Award. Thank you.
Hello. The Graham Resource Center Book Award recognizes students whose love of reading informs their studio work, art practice, and writing. Winners receive funds to help build their personal libraries. This year's awardees were selected by a committee of readers and COA faculty and staff, Colleen Humer, Sarah Kress, Jonathan Miller, and myself. Awards this year to continuing students in the amount of $200 go to, come on up, Solomon Bass, Sarah Cottonwa, and Debashish Roy. All right, now you get that picture. Somebody. Oh, wait, here's everybody. Hooray. Well done. Yeah. Good job. Come and find me. I've got things for you. We also have one more award for a graduating student in the amount of $400 to help them build their library as they head off into the future, and it goes to Anjishnu Day. I'm going to welcome to the stage Kindon Mills, Assistant Teaching Professor and Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs, who will announce the Peter Hans Visual Training Prize recipients and our Leadership and Professional Organization Awards.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. It is my pleasure to announce the awards for the Peter Hans Visual Training Prize. The Faculty in Design Communications and Visual Media, I'm going to back up, that's too echoey, and Visual Media courses nominate students whose work demonstrates the visual training principles of Walter Peter Hans, the noted IIT architecture professor and colleague of Mies van der Rohe. We are grateful to the Gertrude P. Kurbis Trust for their continued support of this award. Many thanks as well to the 2026 Peter Hans Prize jury, which included Eugen Kim, Firat Erdem, Kristen Jones, Julian Kurbis, and Jade Rasmussen. Honorable mentions for the Peter Hans Prize are Sophia Del Valle Zachem for her work in architecture of the Adriatic with Professor Colleen Humer, Angelica Conwell for her work in Subject City with Professor Claudia Anserena. And the recipients of this year's Peter Hans Visual Training Project Prize are Natalie Curry-Sayeg and Ava Brown for their work in field walking with Professors Leslie Johnson and Lukasz Kowalczyk. Ava, I know you're in the room. And Leslie, come up for this one. Oh, for goodness sake. Natalie is away. Hi. Rena Nguyen for her work in Design Communications 1 with Professors Dylan Prenger and Jacob McCarthy. And Iona Pettigrew for her work in Visual Training 1 with Professor Kristen Jones. Leadership and professional, that's me. The Peer Mentor Program unites groups of first-year undergrads with qualifying undergraduate or graduate students in their final year of study. In the fall semester of each year, the peer mentors conduct weekly field trips for the first-year students to various locations around Chicago, focusing on discussion of the built environment, critical thinking, and sketchbook development. This program gives those entering our college a student mentor for their first semester of study and provides peer mentors with their first taste of teaching and mentoring. This year's peer mentor scholars are, and please come up when your name is called, Daniel Bracamontes, Angelica Conwell, Jasmine Chung, Simon Friedel, Jalen Haynes, Helen Hauser, Natalie Curry-Sayeg, Allison Murray, Syed Hamza Sadiq, Aman Shah. Alternates, Owen Hoffer, Nifan, Rukia Oladejo. Congratulations. The ARCC King Student Medal for Excellence in Architectural and Environmental Design Research, named in honor of the late Jonathan King, co-founder of the first president of the Architectural Research Centers Consortium, is given to one student per ARCC member college that acknowledges innovation, integrity, and scholarship in architectural and environmental design research. This year's ARCC King Student Medal is awarded to PhD candidate Amina Mubarak Saeed Bakarmam for her doctoral dissertation research entitled Investigating the Integration of Passive Cooling Strategies and Grid Edge Technologies for Affordable and Equitable Solutions in Low-Income Communities in Hot, Dry Climates. After all that, we don't even have Amina. Wow, I feel cheated. The American Institute of Architects, the AIA, awards the Medal for Academic Excellence, formerly known as the Henry Adams Medal, for the top graduate of the NAB-accredited B-ARC, M-ARC, or D-ARC program who has displayed general excellence in their program. This year's recipients of the AIA Medal for Academic Excellence are, the B-ARC Medal goes to Sung-Yu Park, the M-ARC Medal and the M-ARC Medal to Chinmaye Nabar. The Alpha Rho Chi Medal, provided by the National Professional Fraternity for Architecture and the Allied Arts, is awarded to a graduating student who has shown outstanding professional leadership, provided generous service for the college, and has demonstrated remarkable potential for professional merit. This award is nominated and voted upon by the college faculty. This year's recipient of the Alpha Rho Chi Medal is Ivan Gonzalez Vasquez. Congratulations, so amazing. Congratulations to all of tonight's Spring Award winners. Recipients, Sarah Kress will notify all of you next week with the details of your awards. So monitor your emails. I know you think you're done. You've got a week or so. Dean Kroloff will now introduce our student speakers.
Thank you, Kindon, and thanks to all of our presenters tonight, Maria, Martin, Leslie, for giving out the awards. I want to take a moment to not give out an award, but to say one more thank you and congratulations, and that's to Leslie Johnson, who puts together this entire awards program. And working very closely with her, and I'm looking for her now, is Sarah Kress of our staff. Is Sarah out around? Sarah? There's Sarah. That includes everything you've seen here, all of the awards, the graphics, everything. It's quite a task, and we really appreciate it. All the students do, and I know I'm speaking on behalf of the faculty and administration. We all do too, so thank you. That concludes the awards ceremony, but my God, we have all these people standing. There's lots of chairs here, folks, behind me and other places, but you look really good like this. So this is the biggest turnout we've had for this in a long time. I'm just delighted. We now get to do something really fun, which is to hear from students who are graduating. We have commencements. We don't have commencement speakers at our university graduation. But we do have it here at the awards program instead. And I think it's better that way, frankly. Who needs the other 21,000 people in the audience? This is much more intimate. We can actually see you, and there's no boom camera running in front of you at any given moment. So I'm very pleased to be able to introduce our two sets of speakers. One, we're going to do the graduate talk first. That's two speakers. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Then I'll come back up after they're done and I'll introduce the undergraduate speakers. So the graduate program student speakers are this year Anthony Skokel and Kelly Sullivan, who were selected by their peers. This is not a faculty choice. To tell their story of being students. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. They provided these summaries, so if anything's wrong. Anthony Skokel was born and raised on the moon. No, I'm sorry. Was born and raised in the Bridgeport neighborhood of Chicago. Growing up in the city shaped the way he sees the world, its neighborhoods, its rhythms, and its possibilities. His path to architecture began in the 6th grade, when a summer course at the Art Institute of Chicago sparked a passion which he has carried forward ever since. After earning his Bachelor of Science in Architecture at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, that early passion set him on a course toward IIT, where, I guess my speech is over. I'm sorry. Where his focus turned to reimagining the future of urban areas and the way people live within them. During his time at IIT, Anthony has been recognized with the Nagel Hartray Scholarship, the Brothers Finfer Scholarship, and the Tomonagashi Kakahashi Inoue Scholarship. He hopes one day to contribute to transforming the city that raised him, reimagining what Chicago can look like and feel like for the people who call it home. Anthony will be joined by Kelly Sullivan, who was born and raised just outside of Annapolis, Maryland, where she developed a love for the built environment from a young age. Inspired by countless hours of watching HGTV with her mom, which she admits to, Kelly knew early on that she would become an architect. She earned her Bachelor of Science in Architecture from The Ohio State University, where she discovered her passions for leadership, collaboration, and design, all while proudly supporting the Buckeyes. I don't know what the Buckeye symbol is, a nut falling from a tree. Kelly later made her way to IIT, where she received the Nagel Hartray Scholarship, served as a teaching assistant for the first-year undergraduate studios, and always aimed to be a friendly face to those around her. After graduation, Kelly will begin her career at J.P. Morgan Chase, that famous architecture firm, as a development risk manager, where she will help support the development of affordable housing and historic preservation projects across the nation. That is so cool and actually shows exactly how broad this profession can be. So, Anthony and Kelly, come on up.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Being chosen by our peers to speak today is something we do not take lightly, and we are truly honored to stand here with you guys. When Anthony and I found out that we had tied in the vote to do this speech, we realized that IIT had one final group project waiting for us.
Which honestly feels very fitting for architecture school. Architecture has never really been a one-person discipline. The best work comes from collaboration, from disagreement, from trusting the people around you to challenge your thinking and push your ideas further.
Anthony and I met last year in Professor Tom Brock's studio while working together on the Chicago Museum of Glass project. By then, we were already well-trained in architecture school survival tactics, operating on caffeine, hoping our 3D model prints the way we want it to, and confidently saying, it should work, about things that absolutely should not have worked. But graduate school was not learning about how to handle chaos anymore. It was about learning how to work through it with more confidence, more intention, and a much stronger sense of who we are becoming as designers.
And somewhere in the middle of all that, the strongest work revealed itself through conversation. Studio culture has a way of forcing you to trust other people, sometimes because you genuinely value their perspective, and sometimes because your physical model is actively falling apart and you need an extra hand. The people sitting next to you start shaping the way you think. Someone always catches something you missed, whether it's a design flaw, a better idea, a missed arrow, or just the reminder that you are not doing this alone.
What made this experience meaningful was never just the work itself. It was the people in the room alongside us, the classmates, professors, peers, who challenged our ideas, supported us through difficult moments, and helped shape the way we think as designers and people.
When you first arrive at architecture school, you assume you are here to learn how to design buildings.
And technically you are.
But somewhere between studio reviews, deadlines, presentations, constantly reworking your ideas that you thought were finished weeks ago, you begin learning something much bigger.
You learn how to communicate ideas clearly, how to defend your work while also knowing when to take a step back and admit that someone else may have a better solution.
You learn how to sit with uncertainty. Architecture school has a way of constantly reminding you that there is rarely one correct answer, and that some of the strongest ideas come from the willingness to question your own assumptions.
And over time, you become more comfortable trusting your own voice. IIT challenged me creatively, personally and intellectually. And I can honestly say I am far more confident in myself now than I was when I got here.
Graduate school pushes you to think more critically, but it also pushes you to become more certain in what you value, what kind of designer you want to be, and what kind of impact you hope your work will have. And once you spend enough time thinking that way, it becomes impossible to experience the world quite the same as before.
At some point during architecture school, the way you look at the world permanently changes. None of us are capable of walking into a building anymore without fully analyzing it. We can't help it.
Most people walked into Crown Hall today and saw a beautiful space. We would agree. We walked in and saw a column grid, a structural bay, a ribbon of light that was not accidental. We cannot turn that off anymore. This is simply how we see now.
Architecture school trains you to notice things that most people move past without thinking twice about. Not just buildings either. You start paying attention to how people move through spaces, where they gather, what feels welcoming, what feels uncomfortable, and how design quietly shapes those experiences.
And I think that awareness comes with a certain responsibility. The decisions architects make are not abstract. They shape how people live, interact, work, learn, and experience their lives every single day. Renzo Piano once said that at 10 in the morning, the architect must be a poet, at 11, a humanist, and at noon, a builder. I have always loved that quote by Renzo, but I think he stopped way too soon.
By 1 o'clock, we will be negotiators. By 2, scientists. By 3, historians. And at each and every one of those hours, we are simultaneously problem solvers, collaborators, advocates, and storytellers.
That balance is what makes this profession both challenging and incredibly rewarding. As we leave IIT's College of Architecture, we are walking away with far more than technical skills or completed portfolios. This program has fundamentally changed the way we think, the way we approach problems, and the way we experience the world around us. We will never see the world the same. Now it is our turn to show the world what it is that we see.
To our professors, mentors, friends, and especially our families, thank you for encouraging, supporting, and believing in us throughout all of it. We would not be standing up here without you today. And to the class of 2026, may your ideas remain ambitious, your structural grids stay aligned, and your Rhino files always autosave. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you, Anthony and Kelly. That was terrific. Really appreciate it. Now I want to introduce our BARC student speaker, Maria Plensner. Driven by a passion for hands-on creation, Maria spent her 5 years in the architecture program, centering her education on the physical act of making. Maria consistently sought out production-heavy courses that pushed her creative limits and challenged her to redefine her craft. More than anything, Maria credits her growth to the incredible studio culture fostered by her classmates. Studio was an environment with such unique chemistry that celebrated experimentation, error, and untamed curiosity. For Maria, the best part of this journey was the simple joy of wandering the studio, constantly inspired by the brilliant creativity of the students around her. Maria?
Hi. I'm Maria. I'd like to start off with a little anecdote about my own introduction to architecture. In 2020, I did the architecture camp that's offered here. As it was COVID, I did the camp at home from my dad's laptop. After a grueling 2 weeks, I decided I would never, ever do architecture. My dad reassured me it was very important to just try hats on to see which ones fit and which ones you could shove into the back of a closet forever. Architecture seemed like one of those hats I was thrilled to lock away. Cut to the summer of 2021. I was getting ready to register for my classes as a data analytics major. Despite my enthusiasm to study data manipulation and R programming, I did not in my stomach about not trying architecture again. So I emailed Professor Nagel, registered for ARC 114, and reached into the dark corners of that closet to pull the hat back out. Well, the past 5 years has been a wonderful fashion show with you all. Our first year, we had a wonderful time wearing survivalist hats, building shelters with 2x2s. We gratefully put that hat up until May hit, and we got the privilege to do it all over again, this time with warped 2x2s. What a time. At least we got to see the partial lunar eclipse peaking at 3:02 a.m. on the day of our studio final first semester, mostly because none of us had gone to bed. Second year, maybe we don't want to wear any of those hats again. You know, the sleeping under desks, the falling ceiling tiles, the energy drink pyramids, and the starting a new assignment before you even finish the last one. Third year. Third year was all about the structures hat. We took the brilliant concepts we learned from Kibler and translated them into intricate models that were then judged, naturally, with sticky notes and candy bars. 6 studios down, 4 more to go. Fourth year, we became environmentalists, wearing recycling hats to scavenge scraps from our third year creations to make a 16-foot site model. While some of us drilled hundreds of holes for microscopic trees, our design build group was busy engineering complex arches and later on a wood drying shed outside the shop. We continuously tested the boundaries of everything we learned, yielding stunning drawings, gorgeous models, and unforgettable conversations. And finally, fifth year, 2 semesters left. Many of us put on traveler hats, venturing with our studios to Barcelona, Napa, San Francisco, Miami, St. Louis, or Mexico City. This year has also been marked with the frantic search for the employment hat. Amidst the scramble to get jobs, I have felt a slowing down to savor the mix of joy and grit that has defined these past 5 years. I've been reflecting on all the laps we've taken in Crown to chat with friends or strangers that became friends. Simple connections started by just asking, what are you working on? Or more accurately, what should you be working on? I've never been in an environment so conducive to just walking up to someone's desk asking, what the hell is that? It is so weird. Only for them to launch into the most incredibly detailed, brilliant explanation of their vision. This weirdness created such a safe harbor for me to pursue ideas that would have been dismissed anywhere else. I feel incredibly lucky to be surrounded by a community that expands my mind and inspires me to just create and keep creating. As we all itched to spike our creative minds, we immersed ourselves in electives that offered hats that studio didn't provide, whether that was construction management, design build, landscape, or fine art. Happily, I felt no need to pursue data analytics electives the past 5 years. It has truly been the honor of my life to try on these hats with you all, and to watch each of you look so brilliant in every one you chose to wear. Though I've enjoyed this 5-year fashion show with the most talented group of people I've come to know, this is like a reenactment of actually the 5 years. There are still a hell of a lot more hats for us to wear. Having cleared our desks this final time, the moment has come for us to get out of here and go find them. Here's to a lifelong pursuit of trying new things and challenging our creative minds. I admire you all so much and look forward to seeing what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, and I don't even have to say the next thing. Those of you who are our speakers, find Sarah. She has a little gift for you, which she's already distributed. Thank you for both of those talks. They were terrific. And now I'd like to take a few minutes to say a few words myself. Today and tomorrow are about celebration and, I hope, contemplation. I hope that in addition to listening to a few speeches, walking across a few stages, eating a few meals, and perhaps having a few toasts, students will spend at least a little time thinking about everything you've accomplished over the last 2, 3, 4, or 5 years, or even 6, which is a lot. For parents, and maybe for the students too. Here's a few statistics. For those of you, just for example, in the Bachelor of Architecture program, you have attended, or you were supposed to have attended, roughly 3,000 hours of classes and studios. Now, if the old ratio of spending 2 hours of study for every hour in class holds true, plus a little more, that's about 9,000 hours altogether. Of course, that rule of thumb really only applies to non-studio courses, so you can add another 1,000 hours just for safety. Assuming 15 weeks per semester, that averages out to about 70 hours a week. Last time I looked, most people are employed for 40 hours a week. Many work 50. I moan and complain when it gets to 60. But 70? That's 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is perfect practice for getting you ready to be an architect. And not even enough if you're going to be a landscape architect. No, just kidding. It's really 80 hours. But parents, just in case you thought your kids were just fooling around, they weren't. Or at least most of them weren't fooling around. Jishnu was fooling around most of the time. But the rest were working their assemblies off. Suffice it to say that a degree from this college reflects an unusual level of commitment from our students, faculty, and staff. It also represents an unusual level of rigor. The work you see around us is complicated. It includes not only beautiful drawings and models, but hours and hours of difficult structural calculations, complex decision-making about resource allocation, sustainability, and yes, occasionally, even budgets. It includes deep dives into design precedents, cultural history, climate, soil conditions, material specifications, programming, mechanical systems, contracts. Our minimum level of expectation for the work of our students far exceeds most other disciplines at this university, if for no other reason that they have to keep all of these things in mind simultaneously. That's what we're here to celebrate today with our awards program. It's not just that they did well, it's that they did all of that well and more. And now I have only 3 things more to say. First, thank you. Thank you to all of the families and friends who were supporting our students during their time here. From afar, from near, doesn't matter, thank you. They would not have made it without you. Second, thank you to our outstanding faculty and program coordinators who taught, mentored, and importantly, listened to their students as they learned and grew. Can I ask all of the faculty to stand? Come on. Or in the back, raise your hands. Raise your hands back there. And thanks to our small but dedicated staff for keeping us all going. And I know the students will want to hear these names individually. Thank you, Assistant Dean Kindon Mills, for making sure all their schedules were done. Thank you, Kathy Nagel and Hashika Nakanti. Where are you guys? There's Kathy right there. Hashika, are you here? For advising every single student in this school. Thank you, Director of Academic Affairs, Cynthia Torres. The godmother of everyone in this building. Building Manager Pat Melvin. Pat, where are you? And for 5 years of people before Pat Melvin, Mark Osorio, stand up. All right, everybody, students, you ready? Thank you, Corey, folks. Thank you, Corey, wherever you are, the head of all of our janitorial services. Thank you, Christine Manuel, who keeps this school going. Thank you, Kim Sauce, librarian. Thank you, Sasha Zanko, who runs MCHAP for us. Sasha. And thank you, especially thank you, to this little group of miscreants, Britt Cassidy, Devin Lohman, Andy Christ, and Bill Mariniak for running the shop. Now, to the students, I have this to say to you. Get out. Just get out. You've been here long enough, however long that is. Chris Manuel is entirely fed up with all of you. Seriously, do get out. Get out of this place and see new ones, exciting ones, challenging ones. Get out from under your parents. See new ones and exciting, no, I'm sorry. Get out from under your parents In other words, get out from under your habits and adopt new, better ones, different ones. In short, get out of your comfort zone as often as you can and on a regular basis. If our faculty have taught you nothing else, I hope it was that. Finally, come back. We miss you already. Come back for another degree if you'd like. We've got plenty. Come back to visit the campus. Come back as an alumnus, which as of tomorrow, you will be. That status gives you great authority, and it's a pretty exclusive club. From Myron Goldsmith and Phyllis Lambert to Helmut Jahn and Dirk Lohan, Professors Dirk Dennison, even Michael Glynn. Mike, are you here somewhere? And Virgil Abloh, Julianne Wolf, and more. It's a great list, and now you're on it. Congratulations to all of you. We wish you the very best, and we look forward to learning about your achievements for years to come. You just are about to graduate from the most important school in a 1,000-mile radius, one with a 130-year history, one whose graduates have changed the skylines and landscapes of cities across the country and around the world. And they didn't just change them, they made them better. And they made them better because of the efforts that you put forth here. It starts right here. And you carry all of this with you. You should think about this place every day, not only because of the building or the faculty or any single experience you had here, but because of the way it helped you focus your mind on solving problems, because that is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You're here to solve problems. You're here to make this world a little bit better than it was when you got here. That's what architecture and that's what landscape architecture and planning and design are about. And we hope that you will take that with you and that you'll treasure it, just as we will treasure our memories of your time here. Thank you very, very much. And I look forward to seeing every one of you, all students, tomorrow at commencement at 7 o'clock, and the rest of you at 8 o'clock. And now I invite all of you to celebrate the students here with a final round of applause, and then please partake of all of the snacks and the exhibition. Thank you very much.